F4 Legends, a mobile drift racing game that's purely about drifting and showing off your rides. I used to be obsessed with this game. Like, literally. But I did eventually stop playing it for over a year. So, is this my return to F4 Legends? Well, no. It's just for this time. Since I've been making reviews for the past months, I thought, why not make a review on this game? So after over a year, I have jumped back into this game. May sound pretty welcoming, but I won't go soft on this game. Because recently I have developed a dislike towards mobile games for its insane pay-to-win shenanigans. So with this mindset, today I'll be reviewing a game that used to be appealing to me. Let's see if Afro Legends is actually a good game or not. F4 Legends has pretty simple gameplay and physics. The gameplay consists of drifting through clipping points, pulling off perfect transitions, and drifting close to certain walls. It's very similar to the rules of the real-life Formula Drift. This isn't like many other drift racing games where drifting means you'll get points. No, you have to get points by doing the aforementioned tasks. I like the system actually. Now about the physics. They're pretty simple and arcadey physics. Cars here want to stay flat, they're hard to flip over, and they rarely tilt in any direction when they're airborne. They stay parallel to the ground mostly. The suspension physics in this game looks satisfying sometimes, but there's no bounce effects on the car, especially after jumps, which is kinda bizarre. The handling model is something you have to get used to, since in order to initiate a drift in this game, you either pull the handbrake or flick your phone on tilt controls or flick the joystick or hold the steering buttons for a bit longer. And drifting requires no counter steering in this game. It's like taking a turn normally. Counter steering is only necessary for changing your drifting direction. It's pretty simple and might take some time for you to get used to it. With this simple handling model, you can easily pull off 360s, 780s, and whatever. So, what do I think about the physics and gameplay? Well, I think it's decent, simple, and fun. No denial on that. And there's nothing else to talk about, so I'll just move on to the next topic. Drifting is the main point of this game, so every game mode here requires drifting, except one of them, which I'll cover right away. You have practice, solo, battle, Toge attack, gymkhana, a tournament mode that's currently not available, and a multiplayer. Tutorial doesn't count, since it's just text teaching you the basics of this game. Practice, where you can just roam around a track map, see the layout, maybe even take photos or record videos. Solo, where you drift and challenge the required points. You get points for drifting close to some walls, drifting through clipping points, doing perfect transitions, and maintaining a good speed and drift angle. You can even do reverse entries and wall taps on some tracks and get rewarded for it. Battle, where you compete against a random opponent and take turns between leading and chasing. Leading is like solo mode, but you have another objective. Don't let your opponent predict your moves. Don't let him follow you properly. Chase, this is where you stay behind your opponent and chase him very close while also doing the same moves as him without hitting or even touching your opponent. The closer you follow him, the more points you'll get. You can adjust the difficulty for this game mode. In both game modes, drifting in the opposite direction, going off track, hitting walls will reduce your points. Staying off track for too long, crashing, not driving after a race start will fail the race. In battle mode, if you fail on the lead, you'll get no points, but your opponent will, and the chase round will begin. It is best to restart the race if that happens, since there will be literally no chance of winning that race. Toge attack. This is basically time attack, and the only game mode that doesn't require drifting. Here you have to compete against time in a course. The faster you complete, the more rewards you'll get. You have to grip through corners and avoid going off track, or it'll penalize your time and make your car slide until you get back on track and regain control. The physics in this game mode gets changed so that you won't be able to drift without the handbrake. Gymkhana. This is where you drift and pull off stunts in the small area. Drifting through narrow clipping points, doing donuts in specific small areas, and perfect parking your car in the small area gives you points. The more points, the more reward. Although there's only one Gymkhana track, so it will become repetitive pretty quickly. I hope there will be more tracks in the future. And lastly, multiplayer. Here you have two choices, duel and joining server. Duel will make you compete against a random player in real time. Joining a server I don't think I have to explain that. It's basically practice mode but with real people. So, seems like there's a good variety of game modes here. Any problems? Well, to be honest, the Togi Attack game mode is unfair. The time required to beat the 5-star record is literally impossible unless you're using these tires that cost 20 gold, which is expensive. Another point, once you get a car that's above 600 horsepower, battle mode becomes very easy, even on super difficulty. I think there should be more difficulty options. It feels repetitive to play battle mode with these pesky opponents with powerful cars. To sum it all up, this game has a decent selection of game modes, but I hope they'll get more variety and fixes through the upcoming updates. There's 17 cars in this game, and no, I'm not counting those special R32 variants. You have cars like S13, GT86, Altezza, A86, S15, Miata, RX-7 FC and FD, and even a goddamn Lada. Also, funny fact, Lada means crap in Bangla. Hehe. Anyways, these 17 cars also include their alternate variants such as S14 Zenki and Koki, RX-7 FC Hardtop and Softtop, and some more. The car count is nice in this game and it's getting updated sometimes, so you might see more cars in the future. The cars are nicely detailed, but their size proportions may look weird to some people, but that's how this game is supposed to be. Goober, small, white, squishy. Anyways, now the customization. And boy, this game shines like a star when it comes to customization. You can customize body kits, spoiler, hood, roof, rims, interior, suspension, color, pre-made and custom livery, and it goes on and on and on. You can also swap engine, upgrade it, put a turbo kit, upgrade that too, and change tires for better performance. This game has a decent selection of engines for different cars, but most prefer the J engine because it gives 717 horsepower max upgraded, which just makes any car look like it's feeding on high quality crack. Your tires even wear out, so you'll have to change them regularly. If you watch my old videos on making liveries in F4 Legends, you'll realize how insane the customization is in this game. And adding the fact that this is a mobile game, this is just mind-blowing. So customization sounds awesome. Any problems? Yep, the custom livery maker is literally premium. Pay huge chunks of gold, which is the premium currency of this game, to get more layers for the livery, or pay like 15 bucks for totally free and unlimited livery customization. Otherwise, you're stuck with 10 layers for the livery customization. I wouldn't have minded that if both layer purchase and the livery pass were a bit cheaper, say for like 10 bucks for that livery pass. But this is coming from me, who is a pretty money-saving person, so others may say otherwise about this pricing. The second problem, why do rims cost more than a turbo kit and its upgrades? That's just go buzz, devs of this game, Mr. Fang and Eli. If you're watching this, please fix the pricing. We don't want any more inflation. Like seriously, what the hell are those oil prices nowadays? Oh my god. There's a decent selection of tracks in this game. You have fantasy ones like the Drift Layout tracks, Norplay Pass, but you also have real tracks like Grange Motor Circuit, USA Racetrack, Irwindale Speedway, Gansai, which is basically Gunma Cycle Center in Japan, Ebisu School Course in Toge, but most importantly, the legendary Ebisu Circuit. But you know what's even more legendary than Ebisu? Hiroshima. The tracks may look small because of this game's weird size proportion system, and all the tracks look kinda the same-ish, like they all have the same color palette, not much crowds or quality of life and stuff. I hope these get updated in the future. And another thing, you have to unlock them. Now, I can't really show you they're locked because I unlocked all of the tracks when I used to play it, but I'll just say, unlocking tracks in this game can be a pain in the ass, because you have to grind out money and buy them, and the price is pretty high from what I remember. But I'll just tell you one thing, don't buy anything else, just buy Ebisu Circuit, and grind money from battle mode and upgrade your car, increase the difficulty, and soon you'll find yourself a money farm. Overall, the tracks in this game need a bit more diversity and quality of life improvements. Apart from that, the track selection in this game is pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie about that. I'm not a fan of graphics, but I can't tell you how much I love cel-shaded graphics, and F4 Legends has it, so it's the best game ever. Yay! Just kidding. But the graphics do look kinda nice. The simplistic feel, outlining, no RTX stuff, makes this game stand out in a different way when it comes to graphics. Also enough for kids to play on their mom's phones. But I do feel like it can be better. An example is Highway Warriors 2. It's a game under development, but boy ho hoy, J.O. Rio, I'm sorry, J. Rio. He did a great job in the graphics. Make sure to support him in his game development. I like to see something similar in this game. But if not, then it's probably fine. Just improve the quality of life. It kind of feels bland. Also, please add more drivers and the driver customization system. You can't just put the stick like everywhere in this game. Anyways, graphics in this game, plus marks. No doubt on that. Let's talk about the economy of this game.
Bro, did you just call it economy?
Yeah?
Why would you call this economy? Call it currency.
Do you have any problem if I call it economy? Okay, wait. Amos, is it okay to call money system in video games their currency? He said yes, so yep, it's economy.
Bro, that's...
No one asked. So, where were we? The economy of this game consists of two currencies. Cash, which is the regular currency, you can get them through winning races, selling stuff, and watching ads. And gold, which is the premium currency of this game. The problem with golds is that it can be only obtained by watching ads or through the cursed thing ever, microtransactions. I think there should be more ways to earn gold. Also, did I mention that you can only earn 6 golds a day from watching ads? Yeah, if you try watching more than 5 ads, you'll not get any gold until it's been 24 hours since your first viewed ad. And there's also this cooldown between ads. This is something that makes me hate it a lot. They need to change this. And no, the complaints don't stop here. The pricings, reward rates also needs to be fixed. And for God's sake, please don't implement another currency like diamonds that'll kill me. Also another thing, if you buy something with gold and then if you try to sell it, you'll not be able to get your golds back. You'll get cash instead. This wouldn't have bothered me if the sell prices were higher. Look, I bought these dampers for 20 gold, and now if I try to sell it, its sell price is less than the stock damper's sell price. I mean, what is this? This has to be a joke, right? When it comes to audio design, Afro Legends lacks a lot when it comes to engine sounds. That's because every car in this game sounds literally the same, whether if it has a rotary engine, or the J engine, or the Lada engine. No, they all sound the same. Their sound do change when upgraded, but still, they all literally sound the same. But I think that's forgivable, since this game was made by only 2 person and the sounds were gathered from a free sound website. So I think that's not a big deal for now. When it comes to soundtrack, this game doesn't have much music. There's like only 3-4 music from what I know. So yeah, there's not much, but still they get the job done, so I think it's a pass. But still, I'd like to see some more musics added into this game in the future. So, been talking about all the basic stuff in this game. Any issues with any of them? Well, as I said, this game needs some improvements, like giving a good, reliable gold source besides the limited ads, implementing better prices for various car parts, especially fix the engine, turbo, and rim prices for God's sake, and adding a bit of quality of life improvements here and there. And lastly, and this is a big one, there's no career mode. If you are someone who wants a good progression system in a video game, then sorry, this game is not for you. But apart from those, I didn't really find any more problems in this game. This is a pretty good sign for a mobile game, considering how cheap mobile games are nowadays. So, is Afro Legends a good game? In this horrible world of goober junk mobile games? The answer is a surprising yes. Afro Legends is definitely a game everybody should play regardless of their age, phone, and mother. It's a game. Back to the point. It's a game that has the potential to become a great game if executed properly through updates. If I ignore all the issues of this game, you can actually get a good looking and refreshing mobile game that can be picked up by anyone. Alright, just rate the game out of 10, man. Alright, fellas, big moment. I'd like to give Afro Legends a 7 out of 10. I'm being honest, I love this game, but it needs some improvements. But ignore that. If you want a decently enjoyable mobile game in this horrible age of mobile games, and you love cars, this game here is for you. Alright, this is the end of this video. If you made it thus far, then thank you very much for watching. If you like my content, then don't forget to like and sub if you're pointless. And I'll be seeing you in next month in another video probably. So until then, for my welfare, please pray for my college studies, or else